Everybody, it's Jenna Cav, Silver Premier with the Team Pink Divas. I'm super excited to be here today with you to share a little bit about product. Our products are fabulous. They rock. They're the bomb.com, you name it. We all love our products. But one thing that is very important when you're out there selling our products is product knowledge. Know your product. I don't mean know every ingredient. You don't have to know every ingredient, but know key ingredients and what they do, what their benefits are, how to use them, long-term uses, etc. It's very important, especially because we're a naturally based company. A lot of people will question certain products. Here's an example. Over the Christmas break, I sold a lot out of Hey Honey. I actually had a customer come up to me and tell me that she was a little iffy on buying Hey Honey because the main ingredient was alcohol. And I was like, what? Alcohol? What are you talking about? Alcohol. So right away, I grabbed my Hey Honey, I turned it around, and the ingredient was cetyl alcohol. I had never heard of cetyl alcohol, and I wasn't familiar with it. So right away, Google is your best friend. I jumped on, I researched it, and cetyl alcohol turned out to be a very nourishing alcohol. It didn't dry out your skin like rubbing alcohol. So and it had a bunch of other information. So I screenshotted it and, texted her, and she was, she loved, the article, and right away she purchased the honey. It's very important that you do know a little bit about our products. Product knowledge is key. That way you are recommending good products. And that way, if someone comes up to you, you aren't like, what? Like shocked. So definitely educate yourself on our products, familiarize yourself with all of our products and everything. That is really, really, really important. Another thing is identifying your customers, identifying products with your customers. What I mean by that is getting to know your customer's skin type. I always ask questions before I even recommend products. Are you oily? Are you dry? Do you break out easily? Are you sensitive? All kinds of questions, because I want to make sure that I am recommending a product that is going to work with their skin tone, because not all products work with everybody's skin types. Especially if you're at a party, okay, here's an example, and you're not going to give somebody with very sensitive skin who breaks out very easily the stripper, right? You're not going to do that. That would be like a disaster waiting to happen. So definitely be asking questions about your customers' skin types, even strangers. You always want to ask before you recommend a product, because you don't want any bad results. And my customers, I know their skin types like the back of my hand. And I am consistently, because I know their skin types, I'm consistently being able to offer them products that are, working with their skin types, and they love it and they're happy, and we're all very happy. So those two things are very important. Another thing is pairing products up, or upselling products. That is something that benefits you, but also benefits your customer, because they are able to try out other products that they usually maybe wouldn't, had you not recommended it. I had someone buy the BFF. Her story was she had very dry, flaky skin. And so I recommended the BFF for her, and she tried it, and she said that no other face wash had ever cleaned her face, but had taken the dry skin off like the BFF. I mean, she could not stop raving about it. So what I said was, you definitely should then try our Moisturize 911. It's light, it doesn't clog your pores, it's not greasy, it's got caffeine to tighten and brighten, and it works great with the BFF. I use that, and I love it. And so she right away jumped on it. One thing I noticed too is your customers are going to be more drawn to things that you use. What I mean by that is, whatever you're raving about, whatever you love and you rave about, they're going to end up buying. They're not going to end up buying a product that you really don't talk about. That's just not the way it works. So, they're going to buy what you're raving about. I kid you not. Every time I post on my VIP group page about a certain product and I'm raving about it, I kid you not, I get sales from it, because that's just the way it is. They trust you as their consultant, so they are going to buy what you're raving about. And it's very important to be spot on to be able to recommend products that work for them. Another thing is like products, product is very important to be sampling. Our business is about sampling. Posh isn't very easy. People don't always want to try Posh because they're so, in love with the other, a face wash they've been using for years, or a cream, and they're scared to try something. So it's not always easy to get people to try Posh. But once they try Posh, boom, that is it. They are hooked. Like, they love Posh. They become Posh addicts. They need to go to rehab, etc. I mean, it's really important that you're sampling out with that. If you are just giving papers or, little business cards, yeah, that's cute and all, but no one's going to really care to really follow up. You need to sample out. Things that I love to sample out that kind of like hooks and catches them, especially at events too, are our Big Fat Yummy hand creams and our lip scrubs. I kid you not. Every time someone comes up to my table, I always tell my husband this is one of my favorite parts of an event. Every time someone comes up to my table, I'm basically, I'll posh them with it. They're kind of skeptical, they come over like, what's Posh? And, they've got that little face like, oh, what is this stuff? And then I posh them, and I kid you not, they do a 180. I mean, they're all about the products. They start looking at things, picking things up, smelling things, trying things on, asking questions. Those two products are awesome to get people like hooked. And they're so, they're easy to carry around. I'm always carrying them around. You always want to be carrying around your products, your samples or whatever. I also tend to like to, if you do carry a little bit of cash and carry, I do like to carry a few little Big Fat Yummy hand creams and some lip scrubs for on the spot sales. That's a good thing to do. But those are some products to hook and catch them. And like when I'm doing parties, I usually will put out I'll set up my cute display and everything, and I let them try everything on. I like to do like an open product bar type of deal. Let them try everything on and at their own pace and everything. But probably the top products that I'm always recommending are the stripper, the Big Fat Yummy hand creams, the chunks, the lip scrubs. Skin Delicious is, of course, how amazing are those things. So yeah, those are probably the things that I will sample out. But if you're not sampling out, you're not doing justice to your business. You need to be sampling out. We have tons of cute Laycons in the portal. You get some cute little bags at Walmart, put a little business card, put your little stickers on your Laycons, and boom, just sample out. It's very important that you're sampling your products out, because trust me, once you're sampling out, people do come back. They may not come back right away, but trust me, they're going to come back eventually, because they're going to remember, or they're going to pick up the sample again and remember, oh my God, I tried this little Big Fat Yummy hand cream, or I tried this scrub, and oh my God, it was so good. So they are definitely going to be coming back for more. Those are really important things when it comes to our products. Our products are great. They're wonderful. And we want to continue to have people loving them. But our products, it's not just about selling our products. It's about identifying. It's about being knowledgeable about our products. It's about what products to sample out, for yourself as well. I always sample out the big products, strippers, scrubs, chunks. Why? Because those products go a long way. I get a lot of samples out of those products, like a scrub or the stripper. You get tons of samples out of that product, right? So that's usually the way I go. I like to sample those products. Another way you can never, people always ask, well, what to sample? Really, you can't go wrong. I do tend to grab the top bestsellers that Posh always lists, and I go show the list and go from there. Our products are just amazing. Our products are changing lives. They have changed so many people's skin type. My son, for an example, was 1.5 years old. He suffered from the worst eczema ever on his little knees. They would bleed. I mean, he would scratch it so bad that they would bleed. And we tried everything. Nothing would work. Finally, I decided to try the healer, and within 3 days, I noticed a huge difference. And I'm going to tell you right now, a year later, he's 2.5 years old, and it's gone. It never flared up. It never came back. His eczema is completely gone. I have been so happy, and I have loved the healer and believe in our product so much because of that. I also had some customer whose daughter suffered from eczema, who all over her arms, a little bit on her face. I recommended the healer, and she texted me back almost like crying, like so emotional, because the fact that the healer was actually working. They had been trying coconut oil from Trader Joe's, and it was kind of doing the trick, but not exactly what they wanted. And she couldn't believe how amazing the healer was. The stripper, I had a customer who suffered from a lot of blackheads around here and everything, and her skin was just so, messed up. She ended up trying the stripper, and she absolutely loved it. She loved that it sucked everything out, and her face just was like completely changing. Like she couldn't believe it, And then I had another person who tried the gender bender. They had broken out with acne for so many years. They'd suffered from acne, and the gender bender really helped it out. Our products are fabulous, but you always want to know and be knowledgeable. You always want to be pairing our products up. You always want to be sampling our products out. And you always want to be identifying the right products for your customers and for strangers. You cannot go wrong with any of those if you're doing those 5 things. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this training and that it gave you some ideas and helped you out a little bit. And I am really excited to see what, this year has for us. Okay, thanks. Bye.